Live there. Cool. Perfect. Left, right. Checking timings. Double checking my stream is all okay. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Maybe you to catch up too. Come on. Faster. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch you. Okay. So, today's little game plan is literally a catch-up session on, well, today we're going to finish off this, try and get this one as much done as possible, and then start getting the base done. He's got a few bits he's doing on him with the Grey Knight Steel, but he also needs some Rattling Grime because he looks a little too clean. So I got some detailing work to do on him as well too. Got that all, and I got all this back here to do as well. So most of the little details are starting to do the other day. Got the legs to do off with Sycorax bronze. Yeah, but we're gonna get started on that now, and then we're going to hopefully once this guy's dried off, gonna get him fixed and painted. I had to do a hatchet type repair job on his left arm because he got cut down too far. It might be that I might have to give up on this, making this one configurable, unlike this one. In which case, I will set him up as a ranged guy, as a ranged guy, a Helverin. I keep this guy as customizable, so I can have two Helverins or Helverin and a melee. Quite frankly, melee guys aren't actually that good. I'm not gonna lie, they're a bit, in my opinion, they're lacking. It's more like, what's the right word we're looking for here? They have I view them as having a problem trying to get into melee. It's more like I feel like they'll have a problem getting into melee. That player worries me. That's more of a problem, really. Whereas these guys, the Helverin variant, is more of a ranged sniper. Doesn't have a lot of high damage, but get so many shots down range, he might as well just be a. He will just take things out that he should. He'll basically kill enemies through sheer number of wound rolls you're making your opponents make. Joking. 4 attacks on each gun. Total of 8 strength. Usually I think strength 8, strength 9, strength 9. Which makes him a little terrifying. What's the faceplate on this guy do? Metal there. Right. You also need to get go here. There. There you go. Screen for the Helverin. We've also got to do the highlight work on the colored areas because you notice these are really goddamn flat. I don't like that as well. They don't have to pop up here, but that'll be the next thing. And now, so we're gonna do the middle, but also gonna do the detailing the metal work up here to get that to pop. But I also gotta finish that off too. But there's like a few like minor things. Last, I gotta do with the weathering, and of course, the first Grey Knight Steel I pick out is nearly dead. Cool. What is up with my Grey Knight Steel always being nearly dead these days? I might have to go buy a new one. Trouble. Never the same thing. just make sure that every single possible metallic make sure every single metal surface we want it to be metalled caught, if a bit admittedly a little imperfect. Imperfect is fine because we can work with imperfect. Wanted perfect, I wouldn't be doing. Never. And honestly, this is the first time I've done this model, and I don't really care if perfect. I really just want to care for consistent. Oh. I'm not going to bother with the feet too much because chances are they're going to get splash on them when you do the base anyway, so it's fine. So we'll leave those for now. Doing them in detail later. Let's see what else we got. Don't worry too much about that. I'm not too worried about the metallics where I don't want it. Not at the moment, anyway. Yeah, how about some things? Right, trying to get all these like finer details done. There's still a few bits left to do. So examples being these need to be Sycorax bronze. I only got you recently. How have you separated out like that? Good. Brass Scorpion's too dark. That's kind of Sycorax bronze up here. Do this the new? Is this you separated out as well? Nope, you have not. Good. But you have got crud around the upper lip. This is what I hate when paint pots do this. All around the inner layer. Great. Perfect. Just what I need to do. Just what I need today. Let's dry brush this on. And we'll start oiling the legs up. Not in the fun kind of oiling though. I mean, there. I make my bad. There, I make bad joke for a day. This is how I get cancelled. Hey. Okay. It doesn't get you my laugh. Also, nice side note, I'm gonna put some music on. And when we're done with this, we're gonna grab the other one because I'm obviously going to need a color to represent discoloration of metal and everything else, which I'll do afterwards. Which will probably be what do you reckon? Screaming Bell is a little too dark, arguably, or Brass Scorpion. I hate to say it, Screaming Bell wins because Screaming Bell looks more like burned metal fatigue. Worried about how camera is looking a bit off somehow. I can't put my finger on it. Give me a moment, please. Something's bothering me. Okay. Might have to adjust some things on the stream, but that's fine. Look at my processor doing all the hard work now instead of my GPU, so I've adjusted a few settings. So, anyway, Screaming Bell. This is the one I want to use the most sparingly of all. Grab some of that over there. Sparing as possible. So, alright. I only want discoloration in rough. In places where we think there will be discoloration. Don't want this on there real heavy. Just want it on there quite light and in places. Right. That looks good. That looks a lot better. Okay. So I got the inner legs to be. I got the inner legs to do. I thought that was done. Obviously not. I believe I didn't see that earlier. Well, actually, I can. It's just me being me. The light in this room is not great. Hang on. I'm going to put a light on behind me. Well. I'll put a light on behind me in just a minute. Need to be perfect. We're going to, as for these, here, they are not going to stay the way they. I'll find a different color to put those in a bit. I want to get some more metallics on that because we're going to do, I know what I'm going to do there. Got an old idea I'm going to rehash with these. Just got to go find Aztec yellow in a moment. I need to put that light on behind me. It's the lighting in my flat. It's so god damn unbelievably bad. Even if I've had the windows open with the curtains open and everything, I still wouldn't be able to see in here very well. It's that bad at times. No. Now we got that part, past that part done. Now we can start dirtying things up and start doing the layering on the legs and everything else. Go from there. On a side note, I'm going to put some music on so I can actually focus, and I'm going to grab a drink as well from my left, where that's gone. So it's hiding itself. Drop that there. Here we go. Any favorite paint? Rattling grime. I'm aware how bad this is going to look initially. At this point, I do not care. Need these units looking like they're old, but really maintained. I don't want these things looking like they're brand that they've had like high level of maintenance, decent level of maintenance. Just want enough. Now so I'm going to dry brush this again with a lighter metal color. I want where and when it's needed, where is needed. But this is the best way to make stuff look oiled up. Just go mad. Don't worry about tidying things up afterwards. Okay, so that's the first layer of that done. That's the legs. Might do a couple more layers of this just to make sure it looks more uniform. Doesn't look very uniform. You also need to do it up on the upper levels as well. Get all the metallics in here as well. There we go. Because this thing is not being a bit. Oh, yeah, this thing should not look like it's been cleaned. I want this thing looking like it's been just been well maintained. And nothing like a bit of weathering as well to add some character. Mad with this, but just mad enough. All right. That's all that done. What I left to do is let that all dry off. In the meantime, let's get straight in the dry brushing on the face and getting the face set up to paint properly. About it. Right. So I am going to need some doing yellow for the eyes. Because they are going to be green, but they tesseract. I'm using tesseract green, which means I need a yellow color to make it pick it out. And it's probably going to wait a couple of layers on there. That's just that eye. The other eye, however, so I'm going to want that next. Because now I need to do the base layer for the red coat, because right now the red on here is too dull. The red here, here, and here, that is too dull. what we want. Wet. You there? Doesn't really need to be that heavy, but it won't matter. And blend that in a little. We'll clean it up later. That's why I'm not too worried about these guards. I'm gonna fix these later. Right. Good. Let's do the easy part. Think in mind. Yeah. Start. I really would. I'm so terrified about playing music on my channel. So we're not using bull red. Light amount flesh terrors. There we go. That looks a lot better already. But I think I need to put more over on these sections. For that reason, I'm going to get some more of this stuff out. I do sort of love Firebright for highlighting. Here we go, Firebright. Not too much. Right. Yeah. Clean. I don't care too much about how off this looks. Clean up work and go off later. If this goes on, it won't matter. So I love contrast paint so much. Just dry brush a lot of color on, and then just do this, and you got a lot of instant character. Side note, I haven't actually decided on the color scheme for the other Hellrun just yet. Plus, I got some fixes to do with him anyway, so. It's not going on easy, that. Is it? I know I need to. That's a layer. I don't want layers. Ah. One gray will do. It is a good shake. Oh. Perfect. That's 5 minutes. No. So it's FaceTime, I guess. Or is it? There. And that's you done. I don't care if it looks like the whole eye because I want the whole eye like that. You, everything's in your view. Right eye. There. Done. I want green. Oops. Perfect. There we go. That's that done. So this is some Tesseract glow for the eye. I'm also highlighting the green areas. We're going to need that, and we're going to needing that. There we go. Perfect. Just gotta let that dry. I'll have to clean the face off. There. Okay. Getting there. Do you really like how the middle work's turning out already? So this is the problem with green. Be my weathering in. Okay, that'll do for that. Just need it where people can see. Just need it where folks can see. Cool, perfect. Just need to tone it in now. Okay. Now, right now it's a little too bright, but that's fine. I'm going to fix that later. There, done. That's the first stage of that done. I'm trying to look at what I got left to do. Highlighting wise, not a great deal. Okay. Oof, that headache really is trying to knock me unconscious again. Rhyme left here. We do. Cool. Because some of the face parts need some of it added in. Not everyone, but just in the right places. Hmm. You're lacking something, but I can't put my finger on exactly what it is. Either way. This is what I usually use for darker shade, making it look darker with green. I used to use them to paint my dark angels. Hmm. No, that's the wrong one. Hmm? Let's care about Crimson. Treachy Nightshade. Ooh. One that looks so dark. It's just good. It's the violet I want. Head today is a bit lightheaded. I might just go for wraps and get my blood sugar up in the fridge or something. It's too heavy. I don't want it too heavy or stripping my head on the microphone. We want weathering, not. We want weathering, we want dirt. We do not want There. Withering. I'd say that's good enough for those. Now it's time to tidy up metalwork, I guess. Now it's time to tidy up metalwork that I screwed up earlier. Won't be using that brush though. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, the nausea is certainly real from the hand. It's not the painting that's doing this. Ah. Hmm. I think that's really it for the main body. I have some tidy work later on to do, but we'll come back to that on that one. I guess in this case I want the Nasrig yellow to get some cabling done. Where my Nasrig yellow is. Trying to find the damn thing. Nope, that's Cyber Brown. Seraphim. Ah. I was gonna look now. Oh yeah, Nasric Yellow. My brain is crashing right tonight. Yeah, something you want yellow. Nasric. Take a look at italics. Oh, that brush is gone. This brush is not. Okay. Done. Okay. Easy part, son. Alright. What color are we doing in the Helverins? There's a weapon attachment to do now, so I've got to decide. I want to do something fancy with this one, but I haven't decided what yet. I would say the yellow and black warning stripes. A question. Color scheme for this guy. Oh. And also a bit of last minute finishing off. You have a silicon gray, a Baden. There we go. I'm gonna think about what color to do the weapons. Because I don't want these. I want them to match the real. I want them to match the color scheme of the main body. But at the same time, I don't want them to fully. I want to look like they've been, taken from other Armigers. They're all looking the same. I'm gonna have a think about that. I'm gonna come back and have a think. I'm gonna get a bit of a palette cleanse and switch up to something else. Let's see how this got. How is this? Oh god. I'm gonna get off the brush. That's nice. Right. So here's to have taken. Where are his two gun arms? What I'm gonna do is remagnetize the left one. Recall rightly, it's meant to be this one. Wait, what? That worked? Oh, the magnet can get through. That's great. So the magnet that I left stuck in there can still get through. Cool. Let's go clean it up. So the only thing I gotta do is clean it up, fill in some holes, and done. So all I got left to do really is some cleanup work on your arms and get you sprayed. Cool. But also attach the parts we've got to attach. Now I am tempted to just leave that not attached for one very, very simple reason. Only like certain bits missing. Like that top bit, that bit there. I go, why is that on metallics? And he goes, because, So where's the, thing? Oops. Doing that. Where is, so we got you here. Good. So you just need cleaning up. So these guns just need cleaning up. And the other set of guns also need assembling as well. That's a pretty solid connection. So you just need cleaning up. And I can fill that gap in. And we're done. Paint it black, it'll be noticeable at all. I don't think it will be. So if I had something else to put there, I would. If I could put something else there instead of this default thing, that'd be nice. I don't really have that. Still got to do the ammo box on this guy. Still got to do his ammo box on that. Look at that on that one. Don't square one. Triangle? No, where are you? Circular and scraper. There you go. This one. The question is, do I put... This is what I'm thinking. I'm debating right now. Whether I should add this on there anyway. Or not. chipping is some light chipping on the armor is always a good thing. The other one. Something missing is the grip on the lid. She's only have glue in this applicator. Ooh, this one's empty. That's not good. A dead pot of glue. This one is not dead. Right, there. So now I'm going to do with this guy is I'm going to start adding some chipping into his armor, unlike the other one. The other one, barrel schemes, mismatched guns, a little bit better condition. This guy, I want to look at actual battle damage. So, the few old tricks you can pull. Before I forget though, let's put that handle back in. Come on, give me the thing, give me the thing, give me the thing. Give me the thing. Okay. Easy part done. All right. Well, that's 2 bits of this model done. So, you'll want a lighter. You'll also want one of these. Now, I hope to God you know what you're doing when you do this, because I ain't taking full responsibility if you accidentally burn yourself with this. It's take a while to do all this. You at least. I want to look like someone tried to get a few direct hits in the carpet and failed. Right. We can leave it to people's imaginations. What was that? What caused that? Like something just, you know, like someone with some clawed hands and grabbed it from a distance. Right, I'm doing more of that. Screwdriver head is nice and cool. Yep. A little bit blacker than normal, but who cares? Tempered, tempered, so it's fine. Okay, so that's that done. Right, so let's see. Here we got all these guns here to do. Where want this one? No. Want this one? No. I don't want that one. I want the one with the sharper edges. Triangle. Now I need some bullet hole misses. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Try and clean it up a little bit with my finger. It's fine. Cool. Yep, and that one looked like someone scraped through and just tried to hit this thing with a power claw or a power sword or something. Some kind of powered weapon anyway. And then we'll do the same about there. Try not to catch the face. There we go. And the legs. Nice little bullet scrape there. And up there too. like here. Need to angle it so it doesn't. There we go there. And I want another one from about this angle. No, that angle. Need to go a little deeper. Need to clean that out a little. There we go. There we go. Done. Perfect. Another about there. Another about there. Things are a little too perfect, so there. About there. Alright, cool. That's about ready to get. So this guy's about ready to get painted and sprayed. He's gonna get base coated first, so we gotta come back to him later. We do need to clean his guns up and get all this sorted out, get all this stuff done for him. So he's going to go away for now. We'll come back to working on him later. But I'm really happy now how he's actually now getting to a state where he's actually looking good. I forgot to make my post saying I'm live again. God damn it, Malted. You did it again. Oh well. Well. Okay. Let's see. My mic is a little low, I realized. Might have to adjust that for these streams. Specifically for these streams. Right. Hour and 20 in. So, let's have a look. So, all let's have to do maybe... Actually, there isn't a lot left. To maybe... I'm not sure. I'll have to look at the detailed work of what I'd love to do on this guy. Oh yeah, some tidy up on these tubing. That's about it. Just the... Well... Let's get the base ready, and then switch tacks and do something else different for a bit. Because honestly, I've been at these guys for a while now, and I want a bit of a palette swap. And I've reached a happy stage. I just need to work. I just can't decide what color to do those guns. Just can't decide. They're embarrassing. Rather pink horror. No. Definitely not. Where is that thing? Okay. Here we go. So, someone's gonna scream, "Oh my god, why are you doing all astrogranite?" It's not gonna be astrogranite, trust me when I'm done with it. I just need the gray, I need a gray base coat. I need a gray base coat for the base. And then after that, I can start doing, there's all kinds of effects I can do over that. Gray as a base color. So we're gonna do that. Get it out of the way. Oh. You're the dead one. You. I still got you for. I got like all these paints I do use, and then suddenly come back a few months later and they're dead like that. It's getting quite embarrassing. Now we're gonna have to build this base texture up a little bit. So I'm gonna take it all in one direction. I'll do another layer going the other direction, and then we can start thinking about doing some dry brushing. Something a friend, someone I knew actually, funny enough, a GW store showed me a while back. It started making me experiment more and more with both solid, just painting traditionally with contrast, and dry brushing, mixing dry brushing techniques. I don't have any one particular style. I think it's, though I do admit, the way I paint is very similar to what people call slap chop, but it's not slap. It's like more like it's like slap chop initially, then detailed afterwards. Most people also as well would paint the base first, then glue the model to the base after it painted it. I don't do that. This might be a mistake. That might be my mistake. Let's hold down one direction, fine. Cool. Let's brush cleaned off. I'll also, and also side note, I have finally gotten around to adding my socials. I should have remembered to add it on my socials actually. No, I have not. I have forgotten to add on my socials some stuff that I should have done anyway. Oh well, whoops. That's my fault. I forgot to include the link in my socials to the image gallery that I started up about 2 weeks ago. That's brilliant. I'm a fucking genius. I gotta do that later. Remember to do that. Let that dry for a minute. So let that dry. So, side note, this is something I've been working on the side. I'm just gonna try getting on to him for a little bit, and then all that sorts itself out. So I'm going to want where is another set of paints? Because he's doing a different color scheme entirely. Metal, not same metal. Lead belcher. Huh. I'm gonna brush this mostly. Yeah, this one. Okay. You're not supposed to be on the floor, buddy. Come here. As in dry brushing, you always need a piece of kitchen towel. You load up your brush and you wipe off the excess. And my kitchen towel keeps going walkabout. What you get is some really nice gradient effects. And with this what I normally use is the granite steel afterwards, then to do edge highlighting. Yes. Oops, why not? But either way, this is a Captain model I got a while back, along with another kit. Where things are a bit better for me, anyway. I got a whole company of heroes, but I'm modifying the standard bearer because I don't really standard doesn't really fit Deathwatch. What I've done instead is turned his banner pole into basically a whole. If you basically in some cultures, hang on a minute, what is the word? See, there we go. That'll do for now. That's good enough for the base. And I go in there afterwards and just put granite steel thin veneer over where the bits we want it to pop. Over where we want it to pop. But what I have done, I gotta go in here and modify this again a bit more because it's a cleanup work to do. Ignore that. I gotta fix that later. I don't know what happened there. Because that felt more akin to the fact that they were carrying around literally a list of everyone who has died in what is going to be a crusade army. It's going to be formed around both members of the Death Watch and other surviving chapters cut on the other side of the Great Rift. You know your history, you know your lore, you know the Imperium's divided in two. The banner I've still got though. Got it here. I'm going to reuse this for something else. I haven't decided what yet though. That's the thing. But yeah, a Space Marine literally walking around with a giant stick to smack people with seems funny somehow to me. Considering how augmented they are. But I'm trying to remember what this thing is. I got the idea based on something Google. Mug pole. It's big. No, I didn't get this. I got the idea from somewhere, but basically the idea was it was based on partly on if you know anything about the French Napoleonics, they would basically there was the eagle, which basically was literally just an imperial a stick with the head with an eagle head on the end of it, effectively, well, the body of an eagle. But what if we did that and took that logical extreme with Space Marines and did the same, sort of the same, but instead covered it in like literally a list, attach it to the list of different names of people of those who served and died, or fought alongside in this sort of quasi crusade. The idea of this army, this crusade army, literally is the fact they've been cut off behind the rift for a while now, and have literally been fighting a consistent war of attrition with everything else there. have literally had no reinforcement, don't know what's going on or anything, and over time they just got more. You find bits of it, but of course they're also composed of people, those who've gone over to the rift and all that jazz. So there's going to be a mix of well, firstborn and my old firstborn units from my old Deathwatch army, and these guys. And that also leads me to keep playing my old army, in theory, further down land. Too, which actually is not a bad thing. Now I need to get the grays done in on this guy because there's some stuff that needs base coating gray on this model. Because he's really at the stage where he needs this doing. I go to paint for any metallic these days. Gold or silver is literally Mechanicus gray these days. Because it's very easy to use it out in shade and shadow. I don't have to go too nuts with it. Yep. Done. Now I can fix it in the legs. That leg portion when I got time. Not you. Bad. Come here, Baden. We're finishing the fight. Not when you keep picking the Imperium that you're currently, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I think no one knows what the hell you're doing. There we go. Now I need to get underneath his chest piece. Get that little bit of there, and get some silver in there to do underneath on the Imperial Eagle. I don't need to get all of it, but I need to get the bits I can see. For later. The bits that I know will not be white. Mm-hmm. Okay. Just double checking stuff over my kitchen. Okay. That's that bit done. Now, need to base coat some stuff. Lightest brown. What's the most orange brown I got? No. It ain't Rhinox. either Scrag or Doombull. The reason I want these two colors out. Scrag gonna go on too well. Gonna have Doombull. This is to build to. This is so that when I go in and I start painting stuff red, it comes. I don't have to paint over it several times. Particularly on the gun. Is this? There's nothing what you need. This is what you need for a red is a dark orange base or brown, also known as. I see what I did wrong. Okay. There. That all dealt with. So let's get his. Let's get that holster of yours done quick. This is just your base coating. This won't be staying this color. There, done. As they say, it was the easy part. Oh, speaking of reds. Right. Let's do the attacks of the gun. We'll get this later with rattling crime. Okay. Those two orange bits I missed. Oh, done. Now I just need a white color. It is not. It's a layer color. That'll do. Because I'm going to need to lighten up this section here. I'm going to put that white. I'm going to put that cut there again. Any more with this? I'm going to underestimate how much I need. Base coat. Okay. Dry out. Hmm. Let's get this in here. Cool. Do that. Good. That's the first layer done. I don't know if people realize what I'm doing, but also see. I'm gonna use test red glow next, and hopefully that I won't have to do too many layers of that. That's always a problem. It's gonna need several layers of it. I was right though to put darker one on there. Well, I think I'm gonna have to use the Taliban green now for the heating coil, the coils. Definitely need some to bring out the make the upper coils pop. And raised edges. I'm probably thinking actually the Sibilite green after this. Let that dry for now. And just small details I have to do on him. Still working out his color scheme anyway, so we'll come back to him another time. Let's come back to these guys. I really wanted to do the warning email on this guy, but I don't think it's going to work very well. I think I'm going to have to definitely do definitely going to need to do this up like this though. Yeah, let's begin with the easy part so far. He says he realizes the gray is running. He's running out of gray paint. Yeah, gonna need more gray. Okay. Mm-hmm. There we go. That's that done. Now you got these nasty teeth to do. Hmm. Okay. Okay, so that's all the stuff that should be base coated grey done. Maybe we'll do the other. No, not quite. Probably want to do these as well. Paint's drying out. Never a good sign. Either way, we're doing detail work now, so it doesn't really matter. So, Right. Hmm. Okay. That's the base done for the middle work for later. We can dry brush that on. Now I gotta decide on an actual goddamn color scheme. The main detail area, what do I, cause I need to decide how to base coat it. Move on from there. So, and after that, hey Google, show me some pictures of some chainsaws. Orange, black, orange, red, blue. Orange would fit with you, so that means yeah, because it's meant to be originally. Yeah, because the equipment was originally repurposed. Okay. So we'll need a sus core for this one. Because Tuscar is more of an orange. This will be more suitable for a red. Sorry, orange. Then a red. Oops. I have to layer this a few times. Ooh. My head went a bit light. I'm a bit lightheaded then for a second. That's not good. I don't know why I'm so lightheaded. I'm actually saying that I don't know why my blood sugar is always so low on Saturdays. I had to cancel last stream because of how tired I was. Let's just lay it in there enough, and then we can. There we go. And that's the pasting for that. There we go. Easy. Easy as he looks at the rest of the thing and realizes you gotta do all that too. Ah! Stop bashing the head. Bashing my head against things I shouldn't. Yeah, finished off. Spacing. I'm spacing so badly, it's not funny. That's not good. What time is it? 2:17. Okay. Not alright for time. I'm probably going to call it. What time is it now? Yeah, I'm probably gonna call it at 5:30 today. I feel very lightheaded. I'm not sure what it is. My blood sugar again. I didn't take the iron tablet today. That's one most likely scenario. I can't rotate them yesterday as well. Oops. I can fix that later. Okay, that'll do for base coating, I guess. For now, let's just fix me fucked up the gray. Paintbrush might be overdue to cleaning. There. And you as well. Brush some little worn out. Yeah, but still got some good use out of it. Right, so we need this section to be orange. So so I've got some Jokero orange. It's completely separated out. Wonderful. Never used this paint. Not once. Not the first time since I first got it. Over a year ago, and it's like that. Okay. It is the right color, but like something. Can't put my finger on what. Oh. Looked fine before I did that. What actually improves that? There's a door. Care if it looks a bit beaten up, a bit weathered. That might work. Good work. I think looks more weathered. I'll let it dry and see how it looks. Otherwise, I'm gonna repaint it. Either way, I'm gonna put that up there out the way. I like the color though. Just feels like it looks too much debris damage. That's what it's describe it. I don't know. Maybe I messed up doing the layering. I'm not sure. Either way, I'm feeling really lightheaded today. I'm gonna call it here. At least something better than I did last weekend, so hopefully I feel better after that. Anyway, have a good evening, good day, good night. Stay safe now, wherever you are in the rest of the world. Next week's a bit more. There's not gonna be so many streams next week because I'm back to working my part-time job again. I've also got other. I also got to get on with other things too. All right, take care now. Oh yeah, Sunday. Still in co-op streaming game with some friends. We'll see how that goes. All right, take care now. Bye.